According to a new analysis out this week from researchers at the IRS, along with from 2 universities, revealed that 21% of the net worth of the top 1% of Americans goes unreported each year to the IRS. Which means, to put it another way, the richest people in this country are hiding, on average, 21% of their holdings from the IRS in order to avoid paying taxes. This isn't tax avoidance. This isn't taking advantage of loopholes. This is tax evasion. That's what this is. There is no other way to slice it. This is tax evasion, borderline criminal tax evasion, by the way. And something needs to be done about this. So the question is, why do these wealthy elite feel comfortable enough to where they're not reporting 21% of their income? Well, see, that's the other side of the story. A story that ProPublica released, I guess maybe about a year or so ago, and it explains why wealthy elite are so comfortable with kind of pushing the bounds on what's legal and what's not with regards to their taxes. And it's very simple. Over the years, Republican budgets have cut and slashed the IRS's budget to the point where they simply don't have the money to conduct the audits of the wealthy. And they now conduct audits of low-income Americans at a higher rate than they do wealthy Americans. And the reason is simple. When you take somebody who only has, that one little W-2 at the end of the year, it's pretty dang easy to go through their taxes, right? You don't need to assemble a team of people working around the clock for a couple weeks to perform the audit. You can give it to one person and they can knock it out in a day. And then you get to check off your little quota box saying we did an audit here, 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 here. But suddenly when you want to audit somebody who's got $500 million, 8 different houses, 2 mega yachts, bunch of different shell companies where all their money's going in, by God, you've just created a project for yourself. And the IRS has been starved of money intentionally so that they don't have the resources to go after those people. That's the second half of the story. All of this was intentional. Lawmakers knew when they were crafting these budgets to starve the IRS of money that this would be the end result. They wouldn't have the money to go after the wealthy elite through audits. That's why they did it. Self-fulfilling prophecy, it came true. And now wealthy people are saying, well, hey, look, if we don't get audited, we don't ever get caught, right? This has to change. And this is part of Elizabeth Warren's wealth tax ideas, that it would basically mandate more audits of the wealthy elite and ensure that all of them would get audited every couple of years to prevent crap like this. If we tax these people, if they weren't hiding this money, that would give $175 billion annually, every year, $175 billion to the federal government. That's how much they're stealing from us every single year. So it's time to audit. It's time to investigate. But first, it may be time to throw some of these tax evaders in prison.